Hello and welcome to SAXLINGHAM Farm. Yes, so here we are. I am actually in the lay-by. Where's Maureen? Maureen? Are you in there, Maureen? Oh, I think she's behind the tree having a pee. Yeah, I just had a coffee. I was hoping to get another burger. I know this popsicles, but, you know, ice cream van. It's a burger van, basically. She does burgers as well. She does burgers. Yes. So this is the lay-by I bought. I've actually custom built a farm as well, which I wanted to show you around. So yeah, that's just I'm just going to use a loo a second. And I shall be back in a second. Yeah, so just had to use the loo. Sorry to clip that out. When you got to pee, you got to pee. So yeah, I've actually been playing this for 47 hours, believe it or not, and I built this farm. I built this farm. Where's the map? Where's the map? No, I want to show you the map. That's the map. So this is where we are on the map. There you go. So there's the lay-by. We have got an area there. There's the workshops. I bought a bit of land there. This did start off as a multiplayer game, actually. So there's a couple of areas that have changed. Like I said, I was going to make a video of this and start from scratch, but I was enjoying it so much that I decided to just keep playing. So there's where I built my farm. Now, I have watched a video. I can't remember who it was. On the map build, and they picked, I thought, that's a lovely area. That's a lovely area. So I thought, I'm going to have a go with that. I'm going to have a go with that. Yes. So I actually bought that bit of land. I bought these 3 fields as well. So I bought 22, 26 and 41, which were originally had potatoes in. So I did make a lot of money out of that. I really did. So, yeah, so they've been replanted now, and they've been harvested and replanted with wheat, I believe. I've got a couple of potato silos there, which are good for when I'm going back to root crops, because I'm going to do 2 lots of wheat. I'm going to do first wheat, second wheat, and then go back to potatoes in those fields there. I did manage to buy this plot of land as well, which again had potatoes in. So that is going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be barley or oat. I haven't decided yet. And then I'm going to go back then. Well, I'm not going to go back. I'm going to put sugar beet in that field. So I want to put a root crop in there. I did buy this house there as well. And I also did buy this house there, which I'm leasing out, renting out. Yes. So that's good. What else have I got to show you? Nothing really. That's it. So yeah, I've got a couple of grass fields. I've got a field there of grass. I've got a couple of productions, but I'll show you what I've done so far. So the biogas plant has actually gone and been taken off the map by one of my friends that was playing on the game. I think that's going to be my first stop to show you that. This truck is awesome, actually. I just upgraded it. It's great. I got Bluetooth and everything. Yes. Connects to my Apple phone, no problemo. Okay, so let's take a left turn in here. This is a wonderful map, by the way. Oh, it's so detailed. I don't do map tours. I wish I did. I should. I've done a couple in the past, but yeah, I haven't got the time. I work full time, so, and I've been quite ill lately, so that's why I haven't been able to make any videos. So this is just a couple of sheds there. There's a silo. There's a couple of slurry tanks down there. There's a silage clamp storage. It's up for sale. So when he left, that's what was left behind, which is good. Good for me. Good for me. I'm playing on my own at the moment. Yes. Because I said it did start off as a multiplayer map. This did. Wait. That was a bit V8. This is a V8. See. Now this is my land. I bought this plot in here. There we go. Nice bit of a yard, basically. There's my header there. I got a couple of tanks, a couple of silos. A couple have gone over into the garage area for loading from there to simulate buying from the dealership. Also, I got my truck, which I bought second hand from there, actually. Yes, I did. Some gravels, some sand, some building materials in there, which I'm going to be simulating, role-playing some games just for myself, really. I'll video it if you want me to, just let me know. We got a shed here then, and I've got this harvester, which is a New Holland, I think, is this C7LM? I think it is. I had it at half price. Yes, I had some good deals. Can't go wrong with a good deal. So, yeah, so I'm working on this. This yard is just a little job, work in progress at the moment. Just a bit of role play. But I am busy on the farm at the moment. I'll do something like this in the winter months when there's not so much to do on the farm, basically. I've got a little bit of a workshop. There we are. I got I sort out my servicing my vehicles or whatever. I decide to play. I don't know. I'm decided what I'm doing with this bit of land really yet. But yeah, I might do a few sell points around on our farm or something like delivering materials and things like that. I've got an idea to buy a small plot of land and build a house on there so I can rent it out. I'm talking about renting out houses. We'll go. Hey, I should have looked. Going to see Felicity and Steve down the bottom. So as I said, I put these slightly over, which is pretty good. So you can pretend you're buying stuff direct from the yard here. There's a couple of purchases I've made. They were 50% off as well. There's a little quad bike in the class dealership. Let me just take it down and show you. There's a quad bike in the dealership, so if I do come up and I leave my vehicles here for any reason and I need to get back to the farm because I don't like tabbing, it takes the simulation away, so I can use a quad bike. I don't like tabbing too much. So these are not mine, these are all the dealerships. Anyway, let's just get through this gap here. There we go. I don't like tabbing. It spoils the immersion. So traffic's terrible. Right, let's go down and see Felicity. She should be there. I told her I was coming. So I rent this property out. It's £4,000 a month, £1,000 a week. Yeah, it sounds a lot of money, doesn't it? But for the game, it's not, because I can't set it any lower. But you know, it's £4,000. They've got a bit of I think Steve's here. Just tell them I'm walking around. I don't want to frighten them when they look through the window. So the garage that opens, nothing in there. There's I put one of these greenhouse plot things there. Basically, it shows up. Let me show you. See, I got all that in there, but there's no greenhouse. So that's I can't use this greenhouse. It's in yeah. So it's a mod. It is actually. It's a mod. It's not on that. It's on this one, isn't it? It would be. It's the there we go. Greenhouses, and the mod you need is. I was a bit quick. The mod you need is the trigger greenhouse mod. There we go. There we are. So that's good because you got all the triggers but no greenhouse, so which is good. I'm going to simulate. I'm going to dig a bit of land out and put some flowers in and one thing or another. Yeah, I'm going to pretend they've got a bit of a bigger garden than what they have, and it justifies the cost. Or I'll just charge them that anyway. It doesn't matter. It's all real. Right. So I get £4,000 income off that. That's good. Currently got £264,000 in the bank, which is not so good. But, you know, it's okay. I've got a big yield coming in. I've got 3 big fields of wheat to come in, so I should make a bit of profit on that. And let's just pull over onto the side here like that. That should be okay there. There we are. So I rent this one out as well. Let's open the gate. There you go. Don't think there's anybody home. This is a greenhouse that I put in place, and I can cut the grass as well, which is I'm going to do as a service in contract. I clean the windows, cut the grass, maintain the property. It's gonna need a bit of paint actually. That looks a bit bad, doesn't it? I really do need to get that painted. So yeah, I rent this property out as well. There we go. And you can just see over there in that field. Yes, we'll talk about that in a second. Yes. That did have potatoes in it, so let's shut the gate. I did have potatoes in it, which we harvested. Start the engine. There you go. Which we harvested and sold. I got a bit of radish in there at the moment. Yeah, the game changed halfway through planting it, so it's grown. I wish you wouldn't do that, actually. But there you go. These things happen. So, oilseed radish, it's not a big deal. It'll grow, and then I can basically cultivate it in and get a fertilization state on it. There's a couple of bags of lime that I've left there. Why, I don't know, but I did. This is, so that's going to be, that was potatoes. That was potatoes, and I'm thinking of putting sugar beet in there because this area in real life has got a lot of sugar beet growing. I want to simulate that. This is another land that another one of my friends had and decided to build on, and he started building and then just decided to leave the game. So he bought the land, deleted everything, put this shed in. There's nothing in that shed, so I can't open it anyway at the moment. But he did do this. There we are. He did do this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Need a couple of frogs now, that's all. That's nice. It is. I don't know if that's in keeping with the map, but it's okay. I quite like that. I could sit by there. I'm gonna put a bench there actually. Could bed. Why am I reversing? Come on. This V8 is a bit. Watch the way. We do a bit of drifting. We drift. Yes. Anyway, I'll stop messing about. Okay, Di, stop messing about. Right, let's get back down to the farm because you want to see the farm, don't you? That's what you come here for. So, let's make our way to the farm. And it's a nice farm, actually. I was building the farm in that location, as I said. And I fell in love with it, actually. I really did. And I told a couple of my mates, come and play with this. Come and play multiplayer with me. Which they did. But they went. But I've got a wonderful farm, and I just absolutely... One of the best farms I've ever built. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I got a grass field to my left there, which I use for hay. I haven't got many cattle at the moment. I'm thinking of getting some more. I'm definitely need pigs because I want my own manure. There's reasons why I'm saying that. So to the left, I put a field in. There we are. And this is subsidised. Only a small amount. I think it's about 4,000. Nothing stupid. Because we got crickets, and I'm being subsidised by the government to grow these things and feed them to sell them to the pet shops. That's a big industry, actually. Crickets is a big industry in the UK. There you go. Look at these crickets in here. Look at them. Woohoo! Seen them in pets at home, that's for sure. Right. Okay, so I've got a lovely little area by here. There's my little bench. I'll sit by here. Let's just sit by here and I'll look out at the scenery. There you go. Look at that. Wow. Just listen, take that in. Take that nature in. And as I walk by here then, I've got a fishing rod. I can't wait for the new upload, the DLC to come out in November actually. Be nice to be able to fish this. I wish I could, but I can't, so I shan't. But I pretend I can, and that's it. But that's nice. Put a bit of a rock in place there, and I put this little walkway out. Did that. Yeah. Nice tree. Lovely. Sit by there. Have a coffee. Turn the phone off. Ignore the wife. And that's great. So, baler, old tractor, bale wrapper, couple of silage bales there. In here I've got my potato and a sugar beet storage shed. There you go. Sugar beet cutter. That's going to be sugar beet there. And as we come along here, this is going to be my potato storage. there. So wait for the prices to go up and sell on a high profit margin. That's the plan. Okay. Just another grass field. I've got my mower in the mowing shed there. Okay. I got a tedder, a roller, and a windrower there. We get in there now. We get in there. We get in there. And yeah, I did that, didn't I? Oh, there's a little shed down by you. There's a sell point. I put a sell point in just under the grass there. Look, see? So and these are hay bales. There we are. So I can get a hay bale out. Mrs. Stevens has come. She wants a couple of hay bales for a horse. So I'll get her out and I'll sell it to Mrs. Stevens. There we go. So Mrs. Stevens. There we go. Look at that. Mrs. Stevens is happy she got a couple of hay bales. So all I'm going to do is knock the door on the farm and ask for a couple of bales. There we go. So let's go into the farm. This is a lovely, lovely, lovely farm, by the way. Look at that river there. I put a wall in place to the side, just because we do sometimes get a little bit of flooding, and that wall is never let me down. It goes all the way down the side of the farm. Never let me down for the flooding. There we go. We got our heating oil tank there. Little distribution point. This is where all the stuff comes from the greenhouses. So they're all ready to go out to market. Down to the roadside actually. There you go. I got my transit van there. Got a couple of trailers. One thing and another. There we go. There's my house. Let's go through the house. I don't know if Molly's. Oh, it doesn't. Where is Molly? Oh, she needs some food. There we are. There's the house. Wife's not in the kitchen. She's out here somewhere. She's around the house somewhere. There we are. Anyway, that's the nice house I've got. Let's run away before she catches me and she'll ask me to do them jobs or something. Are you busy? I'm not busy. No. Can you do some ironing? Oh, really? Not really. No, I can't. Mineral feed, calf feed, some crickets ready to go down to the market, down to the pet shop. Old tractor. There we are. A couple of these all-purpose tools. So we can put my bike in and my quad in case I go to the field and I need to get back. As I told you, I don't like tabbing. Mower ready to go down to mow the grass down the houses. Some more storage space. Gate there with some water tank on the back. And some storage boxes. Actually, let's take the gate there. Let's see if we can drop some water off while we're on our way. Save ourselves a job. There's my garden, my own little garden. Again, I've used that mod, greenhouse mod, for this. It comes with these decorations. There we are. So I've simulated doing a garden there, a couple of strawberries and things. This is an actual greenhouse. There we go. That's all being distributed down to the distribution shed. Okay, so we've got our fuel tank to my right, a couple of old tyres, and there's my workshop, my farm workshop. There you go. This is my farm workshop. I got my motorcycle trailer there. Sometimes I use that for bales and things like that. As a fuel, pressure washers. Here's my. Let's go for a ride, shall we? Here's my ramp. Diesel for the back of the gator. Just this little storage thing. There's where I can upgrade and change my vehicles and wash them. So yeah, that's cool. Absolutely. Fertilizer and lime spreader. And there we got some. What we got liquid fertilizer. Yeah, liquid fertilizer. Okay, so over here we got a silo, toilet. Obviously, you need a toilet. I haven't got much in there. 15,000 litres of wheat and barley. Another little truck which I use for just around the farm. There we go. I'll show you a drone view of this in a second. So I got a silage shed, not a silage shed, a bale storage shed there. I got my telehandler. I've got a couple of empty containers here for seed and lime and fertilizer because I want to sell that. A couple of bits of stone. Fertilizer, lime spreader. This is my lime storage shed there, side, and this is my solid fertilizer. I'll show you what I produce all that now. These are all full of fertilizer, which is pretty. What's that say? Is it damage? Damage 100%. Why does that say that? Ah, can you fix them then? I didn't know. I'll have a look at that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so got my Merlot, which is on lease. She's parked with there. I got my cedar there. That's having a bit of maintenance to it. I got a trailer over there with some bits and pieces on I need to take to the field. Our slurry there, manure there, because that's attached to, you can see this retaining wall that I put in place here. Let's just jump down. Whoop, watch the knees. See that retaining wall mod, which is good. I liked the way that went, actually. Couple of chickies. Oh, we got baby chickens. Oh, hello. Oh, let's show you, just want to show you in here. Potato, cedar. I got a plow, fertilizer. I think that's a cultivator. Mulcher. I got a sprayer there, which with those eyes on, type of things. A couple of different implements, but there I got my old original 7150. That's been all cleaned up. I'm not sure I'm going to sell that yet. Let's just run over here and show you these what's in this shed. All this equipment I bought second hand, actually. There we go. There's a couple of things like that. Okay, balers. You know, it's just a storage shed for the trucks. I put a couple of bollards around that post because I keep hitting it. It's not good. Another little shed in here. And look what I got in here. Another John Deere 3650. I love these things. I buy them, do them up, sell them, hopefully make a profit. But if somebody wants to make me an offer and they really, really want it, I'm quite happy just to break even. So that doesn't worry me. As long as I've made somebody happy by the sale of something, right? I brought this here for a reason. So I got some calves here ready for McDonald's. There we go. Let's just drop some water off. Soon to be McDonald's burgers, Big Macs. Okay, fill that up. Cool. Couple of, watch I don't run over the cows. There we are. Ha ha ha. Field over here, just for grass and, you know, whatever. I can pop down the river just by here if I'm very careful. Fill up the water. There you go. Haha. I'll give you a drone view in a minute of the farm. There's a lot of trees here I actually had to take away. Stone by there, because there's a lime factory by there, which I use for lime. You can see the lime in that container there. Manure, which I need to get some pigs actually. That's why I need pigs. I need to. I'm buying a lot of manure. My solid fertilizer production and my seed production, which I've got to get that. I'm going to get that wheat and barley out of that. I'm going to get the wheat and barley out of that silo and start seed production. I think I can start selling that then. That's the plan anyway. Let's give some water to these calves. There you go. Yes, I got some heifers in there. Oh, hello. They're going to be my milkers. So they're healthy and happy. That's cool. Let's just give you a quick view of the farm. There we go. So there's the field. There's the river. What a lovely view that is. Look at that. Surrounded by water. I got that hedge. That wall, sorry. There's the wall. It's to stop the flooding. Wow. Look at that. That's a nice farm, and it's tight. It's tight. It's very similar to a farm that's around where I live. So there's a retaining wall there, and there's another retaining wall there I put in as well. So yeah, and there's the fields, the 2 grass fields I've got. I'm gonna select part of this area there. I may put some more greenhouses or something in. I haven't quite decided what to do yet. And you go across this bridge here, and there's a yard. I've got a yard in here. Well, this is not my yard, but I have got another lorry in there with a trailer on. That's ready for crop. A couple of skip things. I bought this as well, second hand. There are. Bought that second hand as well. And up here then, up the road to the original fields that I've got down here. There we are. So this is a field of wheat. This was originally potatoes, but I'm hoping to get first and second wheat out of this field. So I should be able to do that and maximise on profits. I've got a little shed there which I store. You've seen the stuff in the yard, you know, some fertilizer, some lime, and some seeds and things like that. So it saves me transporting stuff everywhere. There's another field of wheat here. There we go. Another field of wheat. Hopefully get a second wheat in there. I put a fence around this pond because when I was using the helpers, they were driving in and bang, there we go. So across around these couple of fields, I got these storage areas for potatoes. So when I do potatoes, I can just chuck them straight in there. Then saves me transporting. And there's another field of wheat. Ooh, look at that, looking nice. And that is my farm. There you go. That is my farm. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, have fun. Enjoy this map. I certainly am. I think I'm going to start a little playthrough series on another. I got a couple of ideas. I got a couple of places on this map where I was going to make a nice thumbnail actually, innit? Let's get down there. Let's take a picture of that. There we go. I'll use that as a thumbnail. Yes, so absolutely. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.